Ever wish you could build with AI, but figured, it's going to be way too complicated for me?
Yeah.
Well, today we are diving into Replicate.
Okay.
This is a platform that is making AI seriously accessible.
Right.
Radically accessible, even.
Interesting.
And we've gone through a stack of articles, documentation, even taken a peek at their YouTube channel.
Okay.
And this stuff is seriously cool.
Yeah, what's fascinating to me here is how Replicate is really changing the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about giving people like access to AI models.
Yeah.
It's about the speed.
Right.
And the simplicity that they're bringing.
Yeah.
Even for like really complex tasks.
Yeah.
And we're talking about going from idea to a working AI application like in record time.
Yeah. One source even mentioned like a developer who built an app and got it on Hacker News in a single day.
Wow.
Using Replicate, Next.js, and Vercel.
Uh-huh.
Imagine that, right?
Yeah.
Like you have this like groundbreaking idea before bed, and by the time you wake up, it's like blowing up the tech world.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's a powerful testament, I think,
Yeah.
to what Replicate's trying to do with this whole rapid AI deployment thing.
Okay.
But I think to really like understand what's going on here, we got to get into the specifics.
Okay, yeah, let's
of how they actually achieve this.
Yeah.
And one key element is a tool called COG.
Okay, COG. So is this like a piece of AI hardware or something?
Oh, no, not hardware, but think of it like like a specialized container. So Replicate describes COG as an open source tool that allows developers to like package machine learning models in a standardized way that makes them compatible with Replicate's platform.
So it's like a universal adapter.
Exactly.
And
so it makes sure that like whatever your AI model is, it can plug into their system.
Gotcha.
Exactly. COG basically streamlines that whole process.
Okay.
And it simplifies how you integrate AI models into like Replicate's whole ecosystem.
Okay.
And the cool thing is when you're building with AI, you've got options, right?
Right.
You can like fine-tune an existing model with your own data.
Okay.
Or you can build one from scratch using COG.
So it's kind of like, if you're thinking about it like clothes, it's like choosing between, okay, I'm going to get a tailored suit. That already exists. It just needs a little bit of tweaking. Or I'm going to like design my own from scratch.
Right.
So what are the advantages of kind of going that tailored suit route, right?
Yeah.
With the pre-trained models.
Imagine like a chef
Okay.
who spent years mastering all these different cuisines and techniques.
Yeah.
That's essentially what a pre-trained AI model is.
Okay.
It's like these models have already been trained on these massive data sets.
Okay.
And they're basically primed for tasks like image generation, language processing, all that.
So instead of starting from zero, you're leveraging like years of like accumulated AI knowledge.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And Replicate offers thousands of these pre-trained models, and they're ready to be deployed with just a few clicks.
Yep.
Wow. It's like having a team of like expert AI chefs at your disposal.
Okay.
Each specializing in a different culinary domain.
Yeah, that's a great analogy, right?
Yeah.
Like you really get the point across, right? But what if I want to like push beyond those preset skills, right?
Yep.
Add some like unique flair to the mix.
Yep.
That's where this whole fine-tuning thing comes in, right?
Absolutely. Fine-tuning is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
It's the process of taking that pre-trained model and customizing it for your specific needs with your own data.
So it's almost like taking like going back to that master chef and being like, okay, we love your signature dish, but we need you to incorporate like my grandmother's like secret ingredient into this to really make it special.
I like it.
Right. And the sources mentioned fine-tuning with Replicate's Flux image model.
Right.
What kind of unique applications could you see emerging from that?
I mean, the possibilities are kind of vast, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you're a graphic designer.
Okay.
You could train Flux on your entire portfolio.
So it's like learning your style.
Yeah, essentially you're creating an AI assistant that can generate new designs, but reflecting your signature style.
Yeah, very cool.
Or imagine like a fashion brand training Flux on their whole clothing catalog.
Right.
And then allowing customers to virtually try on outfits.
Oh, wow.
But tailored to their like specific body type using those AI generated images.
That's really incredible, right?
Yeah.
So we're not just talking about like automating tasks here. We're talking about like augmenting human creativity and personalization.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
It's cool. It's powerful stuff.
Yeah. But let's get real for a second, right?
Right.
Like, how practical is all of this?
Okay.
Because their YouTube video made it look surprisingly simple.
Yeah. And I think
even that whole create replicate app thing.
Yeah. Then I think that video is a great example of how committed Replicate is to like accessibility, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So create replicate app is a tool that allows developers, even if they're new to AI, to build like simple Node.js applications that leverage the power of Replicate's models.
So like going back to that chef analogy, it's like they've already like set up like a freely equipped kitchen.
Right.
And they're like, all right, come in here.
It's all ready to go.
It's ready to go. You just got to cook now.
Right.
Great.
Right. Yeah. You're not worried about like getting the ingredients.
Yeah, you're not sourcing the oven.
Yeah, exactly.
You just focus on the creative process of cooking up
like
amazing AI-powered dishes.
I like it.
Right.
Okay.
So we've got these powerful models, accessible tools, a user-friendly platform. But what about the team behind this?
Yeah. Good question.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we talking about some like tech startup working out of their garage, or is there like real experience behind Replicate?
No, this is no garage operation, right? The team behind Replicate is like industry veterans, with experience from companies like Apple, Docker, GitHub.
Wow.
Like they've been involved in building the foundations of a lot of modern software development.
Yeah, that's reassuring to hear, right?
Yeah.
We're not just trusting our AI dreams to anyone. We're talking about people who have like really shaped the tech landscape.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But building with AI is one thing.
Right.
Deploying it into like real world applications is a whole nother ball game. Wow. So how does Replicate handle that?
That's where deployments come in.
Okay.
So a deployment is essentially a dedicated instance of your chosen model running on Replicate's infrastructure.
Okay.
So think of it like setting up a dedicated production line.
Okay.
For your AI-powered application.
Right.
You can run models directly through the website or API, right?
Yeah.
For like experimentation.
Right.
But for integrating into an app or a website, like you said, deployments are key.
So instead of our poor chef just frantically trying to manage like 100 orders at once, deployments give us the capacity to like scale and actually meet that demand.
Precisely.
Right.
Deployments give you control over like how much processing power you need, how many instances are running, and even like automatic scaling to handle those sudden spikes in traffic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they provide this like really like crucial thing, a fixed API endpoint. For like seamless integration with your application.
Gotcha. Deployments sound incredibly powerful, right?
Yeah.
It's like upgrading from a single food truck to like a global restaurant chain. But instead of burgers and fries, we're serving up AI-powered solutions.
That's a tasty way to put it.
Right.
Yeah, and much like building a successful restaurant chain, right?
Okay.
There are like challenges and considerations when you're integrating a platform like Replicate into your workflow.
Yeah.
And one concern that comes up a lot is this risk of vendor lock-in.
Okay. Yeah, that's a valid concern, right?
Yeah.
When you commit to a platform,
you're placing a degree of trust in its continued existence and stability.
Exactly. You're basically you're putting a lot of faith in this third-party platform.
Right, exactly.
To keep things running smoothly.
And of course, we can't talk about AI without addressing, the elephant in the room, data privacy.
Absolutely, especially when you're fine-tuning these models with sensitive information.
Right.
Understanding replicates, like data security policies and privacy policies, that's crucial.
Yeah.
Transparency is key in these matters.
Yeah, transparency and really careful consideration.
For sure.
It seems like every technological leap, comes with a set of trade-offs.
But despite those,
Yeah.
I think the overall feeling that I'm getting from these sources is one of optimism.
Right.
One of them even used the phrase democratization of AI when describing Replicate.
That's a powerful phrase.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I think it speaks to Replicate's mission, right, of making AI accessible to a much wider audience.
Yeah.
It's not just about providing the tools. It's about like fostering that culture of experimentation and empowering individuals and organizations that might have previously felt like excluded from the world of AI.
It's like handing someone like a paintbrush and a blank canvas and saying, go ahead, express yourself. There's no right or wrong here. Right. Just the joy of creation.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
And that's what's so exciting about this, right?
Right. Yeah.
Replicate is lowering the barrier to entry.
Yeah.
It's making it possible for like anyone with a bit of curiosity and a desire to learn to become like an AI creator.
It's no longer a playground for like, you know, these tech giants with tons of resources.
Right. It's open to everyone.
It's a space where artists, entrepreneurs, educators, anyone with an internet connection can experiment, innovate, and potentially like change the world with their ideas, which I think
it's an amazing time to be like interested in this stuff.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Which brings us to, I think, the most important question of all.
Yeah. What are you going to build?
What are you going to build?
Right.
What world-changing idea
exactly
has been simmering in the back of your mind?
Has been sitting there.
Yeah.
Waiting for the right moment.
Waiting for the right tools, a little bit of courage.
Like this is it.
Yeah.
Replicate's giving you those tools.
Yeah.
And it's like fostering that courage.
Yeah.
To like just go for it, you know?
The possibilities are literally limitless, which is such a cliche thing to say, but
it's true though.
But it really feels true in this case.
It really does. Yeah.
So there you have it.
There it is.
Our deep dive into the world of Replicate.
That's right.
A platform that's not just changing the way we build with AI, but I think also like redefining who gets to build the future.
I love that. It's a future that's like ripe with possibility.
And we can't wait to see what you create.
I can't wait to see it.